What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life and TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of Greenleaf, Season 5, our final season, Episode 6, The Sixth Day. Okay, y'all. After the last week, after Rochelle came in and blew up the spot in the last 2 minutes, we start off this episode with Bishop contacting the FBI. He's trying to figure out why the heck Rochelle Cross is floating around Memphis with no issues at all from the police. Come to find out, she is no longer a person of interest. How is she not a person of interest when y'all know good and god doggone well she set the bishop up, took all his money, drained funds from the doggone church that Jacob had, and made him lose the church? How is she not a person of interest? How is she not a person of interest? But that's okay. Because Bishop, he say he's so fed up though that he's not even going to go to his doctor's appointment. Lady May like, oh no, you finna go. Your appointment's at 8 o'clock and you going today. He said, I ain't going nowhere. I got better things to do. I got to prioritize my life. You and old Tara James can live off in the past, but I'm finna go to the future. I'm going to take myself down here to the club, meet with the contractor, and then we're going to get some business going. Now, speaking of Tara, Lady May has invited Tara to the house. Why in the heck are you finna give Tara James a tour of this doggone house? Because that's basically what you're doing. When she rolled her ass up on that estate through them pearly gates, she getting a tour of the property that could righteously be hers. Well, Gigi come in while they up here debating and arguing about whether or not Tyra should have a house and whether or not, Gigi's like, why is she trying to convince you, Ma, that she's a good person, that she's really deserving of this house? You know what I'm saying? She said she's just trying to convince her that she ain't have nothing to do with Rochelle being there. She didn't know nothing about it. Lies. Lies and the truth ain't in you. Lies and the truth ain't in you, because you know you called that girl on the phone. As soon as Jacob Greenleaf left your spot, you the one that called Rochelle on the phone. So, where am I at right now? So, Darius, he called Grace up right then too. He said, hey, check it out. Somebody done broke into my hotel room in Vegas. They done took my cell phone. They done stole my laptop. So I ain't got nothing on Bob Whitmore, Edenville Landing. All of what I have is gone. I don't know why you ain't got no notepad like most journalists do. We still keep regular little pen pads, you know what I'm saying? You can email some stuff to yourself, but okay. The email we realized wasn't really working. He asked Grace, could you go check to see if you still got the emails? Grace said, I sure do. Let me run on up there. She goes sit up in front of her computer and the emails just start slowly disappearing in front of her eyes. She ain't decided to log off, slam the computer shut, nothing. She kept the connection going until every single email disappeared except for one. And it was one from her daddy. Grace got about the cleanest email accounts that I've ever seen. If y'all like Grace and y'all clear y'all emails like that, y'all let me know, because I'm not. I have like 9 different email accounts, and I swear I got about 1,000 unread messages in every last one of them. I tell you that now. I don't know why. I don't know why. But anyway, they done hacked Grace's computer. All the information she had is gone. So, Charity, she was about to head out to the state. I don't know where she was going. Charity ain't got no goddamn life. I know she didn't have a doggone son with her. That I do know. But she about to head on out. And she get to the gate, and who was there? Huey Shabazz, Theo Dumont's daddy, right? So I guess the guard that they had at the gate, what's his name? Willard, something like that. He must be fired or he gone or something. I don't know what happened, because he letting people just run all up on the state when they want to, all willy-nilly. We got Huey Shabazz at the gate, you know what I'm saying? Just the other day, Darius rolled up there with coffee for Grace. Grace didn't know he was coming. Remember, she was shocked to see his face there. We had the fake-ass AJ come up on the compound. We still don't have no answers of who the hell this dude was. Why would he be up on the Greenleaf compound? And know all this information about Grace and Faith and all that? Why would this young man know all that information? We still ain't got no information about that. Make it make sense to me. Come on, Greenleaf, you got to fill us back in on that one. But anyway, so yeah, he at the gate. Now, why this man travel all the way from New Orleans? Why did he travel all the way from New Orleans for something he could say right over the phone? Charity like, can I help you? He said, no, I'm here to help you. You don't even know who she is. How you know you the one she here to help? And last week, a few of y'all in the other viewers channels, y'all asked a good question. When Charity called Huey Shabazz on the phone, he said, Grace, I told you, I don't want to talk to you, or whatever, something like that. Did Charity use Grace's phone to call him? Why would he think that was Grace? Grace didn't call from the house. She used her cell phone. Why would he think Charity was Grace? And then when we get that cozy, you start calling each other by our first names. I'm Pastor Greenleaf to you, sir. Pastor Grace Greenleaf to you. Okay? But anyway, what did you do? A Google search on Charity so you can know how she looked? How you know that she was the one that called you on the phone? Well, anyway, Huey, he gonna sit down with Darius and he gonna spill the tea, right? He ain't no snitch though. He just deep background on this. That's all he is. What the fuck is deep background? I don't know. Well, Kerissa and Jacob, they on the way to the therapist. They going to tell Winky about the divorce. And she tell Jacob, this is not an arbitration. We not finna bring up no doggone custody up in here. And Jacob was like, I know. I ain't finna do that. You know what I'm saying? But I do deserve shared custody of my son. She said, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. Why is she still in this house? Make it make sense to me. I don't understand. Why is she still there? It's baffling to me that she is still there. Her ass would have been out on the street long time ago without my son. Okay, he'd have been right there underneath the Greenleaf roof. Okay, it ain't like Jacob got no job. He ain't got nowhere to go. He could care for his son. You know what I'm saying? That's what daddy's supposed to do any damn way. Well, Zora, apparently she's trying to go back to college. Or she's trying to go to a college. I think she's supposed to be doing fashion design or something like that. She's applying for a school up in New York. You know, Sophia feeling some kind of way about it, right? You know that she wants her, Zora, and AJ to live together forever. Happily ever after. Together and forever. But now Zora gonna leave too. First AJ left. Now Zora gonna leave too. Not only is Zora leaving, Zora got a flight out tomorrow night. Tomorrow night to New York. To New York. Sophia happy to read her confirmation text when they was both struggling how to put a damn cell phone on a tripod. Shit ain't that hard. Especially if you take the cell phone case off. Shit ain't that hard. But anyway, I could see Zora was kind of flustered because she's trying to get this done in the mirror. But I don't know what Sophia's issue was. But anyway, this child, she ain't even applied to the school yet. But she's finna go up to New York and just live. Ain't got no place to stay. She didn't book herself no hotel room. She didn't get herself no Airbnb. She's just gonna go and figure it out. Now I know I do that sometimes when I'm on vacation. I book a flight and trip and I get my hotel when I get there. I know, but this, come on now. This ain't no vacation. This is where you call living. Just gonna be homeless on the street for a minute. Is that what you're gonna do? No. Zora immaturity just leaks out sometimes. It just oozes all over the place. Anywho, Bob, we learned that he owned Edenvale Linden. He gave loans to black people. They took out second mortgages because they needed the cash. And when black people couldn't pay them back, he took their homes. They said he stole their homes. That's normal practice for banks. That is normal practice for any lender. We take out a loan, we give you a second mortgage because we know you ain't gonna pay us back in the first doggone place, so we can take your shit when you default. That's normal standard practice. But the problem is, he's targeting black people. He's only targeting black people. All his clients were black people. You know what I'm saying? And Huey says that's why he wants to get in good with the black church here, because he want to clear up his foul history since he running for Senate. Now, Phil mama, the ex-wife, she is the ex-wife and she did. She was the front woman for old Bob. She would go door to door and get all these different loans, you know, and put them in the play for these black families. And Phil's mom was like, not Phil mom, Charity was like, Phil need to know about his mama. You know, I'm like, her mama was in shady dealings with Bob. Charity somehow took this as Bob was using his mother. That woman knew what the hell she was doing. That's how I feel about it. She knew what the hell she was doing. But Charity must tell Phil. She must tell Phil. She got to save him from himself. When I tell y'all how fucking exhausted I am with Charity and this make Phil a good man situation storyline, girl, you can't raise a man He's already grown, what you gonna do? Okay? You wonder why he acts like a boy. Because he wasn't raised right before you. Girl, you ain't gonna change nobody. If you don't want it, you ain't gonna make him, this stuff. He ain't gonna change nobody. You ain't gonna make nobody. That's what it is. Okay, Michelle say. You ain't gonna change. Let me see. You ain't can't raise a man. He's already grown. What you gonna do? You wonder why he acts like a boy. Because he wasn't raised right before you. You know you ain't gonna change nobody. You wanna make whatever. I can't remember the fucking words or the beat or the rhythm or nothing like that. But that's can't fucking Michelle. Y'all know that, right? Anyway, she can't raise this goddamn man. She can't save from herself. Nothing like that. You can't even save your damn self, Charity. How you gonna save Phil? But anyway, look here. I figured he must act just like his mama. His mama got in the bar with some shady fucking dealers. And so shall Phil do more. He know all the dirt that Bob doing, just like his damn mama did. And just like his damn mama did, Phil is choosing to be with this family and work with this family. Fuck that, his mama ain't innocent. She ain't no fucking innocent. You can't make me believe that shit. Anyway, Charity convinced Huey Shabazz that we gonna go talk to your son. You need to talk to him and tell him the truth. He ain't just gonna believe me. Whatever. Okay. At the same time, the background Huey Shabazz, he said he willing to confirm his story that he just told him as long as somebody else back it up first. Because remember, he just deep background. So as long as somebody else come forward, he gonna confirm their story. First of all, Huey Shabazz, you didn't say shit. Darius said, this is what I found out, right? And Darius started dropping the load. And the only key piece of information that you gave was that it was done to black people. That's all you did. That's all you did. You wasn't going on record anyway, right? But speaking of snitches, Sophia done rolled her ass up in there to Jacob and Kerissa to tell on Zora. You know your little girl running away again. This time to New York. You know what I'm saying? That was a straight hater move. Straight hater. True. Zora ain't got no real plan once she get there. Because like I said, she ain't even been accepted to the school yet. But she only did this. Sophia only did this because Zora was trying to leave her. That's it. Well, Jacob and Kerissa, they go in there to talk to her. Kerissa tried to put her foot down. You ain't going no doggone work. And Jacob became the voice of reason. They really trying to make us believe that Jacob has really matured and Kerissa just became this stone cold bitch all of a sudden. I mean, she was always a bitch, but now she's a stone cold bitch. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, Tara claimed that she in the house talking to Lady Mae. She claimed she didn't know nothing about Rochelle or that Rochelle was going to show the fuck up. She did call her. Only because she was scared of her sister. You know, my sister is volatile. You know, but she's still my sister, Lady Mae. How would she feel if I was creating overtures with the Greenleaf family and she knew nothing about it? Right? Okay, so now she claiming that she could see all the good that could be done with this house. But if it's not God's will, then it's not his will. I'm not going to do nothing with it. But like Lady Mae say, Rochelle ain't going to see it that way. Rochelle ain't going to see it that easy. And Tara, initially you said that you was the last of your daddy's children. So that's why the house would belong to you. But since Rochelle back, what makes you think the house would belong to you only? It may belong to your family now. You and your sister may split it. And maybe your sister don't want to use it as no damn mission. Okay? Anyway, so... You know, for real, Rochelle might want to live up in the joint. I would. I'm just telling you, I would want to live up in there. And speaking of the joints, Rochelle eased her way right on up in the juke yard. This is like my favorite part of the whole doggone show. This scene with Rochelle Cross and Bishop was my favorite part of the entire episode. I'm going to tell you, the episode dragged on to me. It was fast paced, but it didn't get to the point. For me, that's how it was. Everything was happening like boom, 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 boom. But there was no point that I saw came out of all this. I don't know. It was something missing, something lacking. So when this scene came on with Rochelle and Bishop, I was like, yeah, you better act LaToya Lockett. She's Lockett. I call her Lockett. I know a girl named LaToya Lockett, but that ain't her. Okay, so anyway, She come in, she tell Bishop, you know what, you need to stop lying and tell the truth. Bishop say, I didn't have anything to do with that damn fire. Say, really? Oh, so why is the Lord working in my favor and not in yours? He told Jacob to tell Tara about the will. Jacob didn't tell Tara about the will. Bishop did. Told Lady May to give Tara the house. Well, she ain't gave her the house yet, and she didn't tell her she'd give her the house yet either. Rochelle say, well, it look like it's working in Tara's favor. Well, I say Rochelle, it's working in Tara's favor, not yours. Working in Tara's favor. But anyway, she told Bishop that success is the evidence of favor. And you, my good sir, are looking very unfavorable right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at you. You done lost your church. You're getting evicted from your home. You got to build a church out of a little dirty ass bar. And not to mention, she free from all the damn involvement for you taking your goddamn money. Bishop like, get out. Get the hell out. And she's like, I'm leaving. Lord knows I don't feel safe being around being the likes of you. I was like, uh-oh. But you better beware, Bishop. You better beware. Until you do right by me, everything you think about gonna fail. Everything you think about is gonna fail. Bishop is like, when is it gonna end? When is it gonna end? You're sick. You need help with your delusional ass. That was a paraphrase, but that's what he said. Kind of, sort of, kind of. Anyway, she said, Bishop should have killed your ass when he had the chance, baby. Should have killed your dad. So, AJ. Y'all, I don't give a damn about AJ's storyline. If y'all want to talk about AJ in the comment sections, y'all go ahead. They hinting towards her and Noah, Grace and Noah getting back together. That's the whole point of this whole AJ scenario, was just hinting towards Noah and Grace getting back together. She was all giddy about Darius just last week, just 2 days ago. And then she had that one night that she thought deeply about Noah, and then Noah actually being a daddy to AJ. She could see it now, and so now she getting confused about where her heart really lie. Grace don't really seem to have any say so about whether or not these men are back in her life. They come to tell her they back, and she like, girl, what do you want? Okay, what is it that you want? You know what I'm saying? They basically come back and say, hey girl, hey, I'm back. And then Noah remind her, you about to be homeless soon, okay? So in the event that you need a place to stay, I got you, boo. We can live like family. We are family. You can come stay with us. I got us, me and AJ, a little place down the street from my mama's house. We good. Now, Grace, a fucking millionaire. She good, but thank you. You know, that's all she can really say, thank you. And then they talked about the fact that he gonna find out from the neighbors. He gonna go around to the neighbors and ask what the name of the caretaker was. Now, I guessed last week, I was talking to somebody in the comment section last week, I think Bob is the caretaker. However, it still ain't make no sense to me. Okay. They moved into that house before Grace was even born, if I'm not mistaken, or Grace was a tiny child. Grace 40 something. I think she's 42 or 40, depending on AJ's age, because AJ's supposed to be 24 and she's supposed to have her when she was 18, which would make her 36. But they said she's been living a 40-year lie, and so Grace supposed to be 40, 42. I thought, okay, so if they moved to the house when Grace was, let's just say 40 years ago, when Grace 40 years ago, they moved to that house. Do you really think that the neighbors can remember who the name of the caretaker was from 40 years ago? Because y'all been there at least 40 years. Y'all neighbors ain't close. Y'all acres and acres away. The neighbors so far away, they know who the caretaker was. And y'all didn't know who the caretaker was, and y'all took over the land from Miss Davis. That don't make sense to me. It don't make sense. I'm still like, why would Loretta leave y'all this house? Why would she leave y'all the house? And y'all don't know who this caretaker was. It don't make no sense. Well, anyway, Bob, like I said, I think he's the caretaker. I think somebody else mentioned in the comment section that Bob may be the caretaker too. He probably got some vengeance against black folk. So that's why he like I say, if he thought he was getting this house, Loretta's house, and then she gave it not only to one black man but to another black person instead of him, he got this built up internal hate against black people. So that's why he decided to devise a plan to take all the black people property back from them. You know what I'm saying? He been doing it nationwide though. So it would be the only sensible thing that I could think of why he settled in Memphis, is to come back and get that original house. Like, remember, he was following Grace's career. Why would you be pinpointing the Greenleaf specifically unless he had something directly to do with that house? Him being the caretaker or the caretaker's son or some shit like that. I don't know. I think Bob was the caretaker. Well, like I say, Bishop came back into the house like, oh, hell no, we not giving him anything. Rochelle just came up into the club. She think I'm a plug punk, you know what I'm saying? And Lady May's like, well, I had a whole different conversation with Tara. Bishop said, I don't give a damn about what conversation you had with her. I don't want to give a damn about what vibe you had. May said, you know, it's troubling to me though, Bishop. Like, he said, look, Rochelle designed a whole damn website to scam us. She capable of anything, right? But why in the heck would Loretta have left this house to Daryl James, of all people? May asked what I asked. Why would she leave it to us? You didn't know that woman? She had never been to our church. We had never even heard her name before until Mac took you to meet her. Okay, now I'm starting to think that the Negro in the book ain't Daryl James. The Negro is Mac. That's what I'm starting to think. And maybe Mac and Daryl James was running some kind of con or some kind of stand or whatever, and she left it to Daryl, booting Mac out of the deal some kind of way. So Mac's way of actually getting his hands on the property was to kill off Daryl James and having his sister get it. So somehow he got it in his family, something like that. That's just my thought process. The Negro, anybody else think that the Negro ain't Daryl James, the Negro is Mac? Because Mac name been said a whole lot these last few episodes. Okay, going back over to Chris and Jacob. Now I know they were supposed to be going to the council, but Jacob come in and tell his parents that Kerissa and Winky finna move out. Oh, Jacob Jr. finna finally move out. You know, that she finna move in with her parents. Come say y'all final goodbyes. Let's have a moment. The lady say, a moment? How about marry somebody that you love next time and be faithful to them? That'll be a moment. The look that Bishop had on his face when she said be faithful to the one that you love or something like that. I was like, oh, was it just me? The Bishop said, you want to lecture me about being holy. Don't throw stones from a glass house, sis. Don't throw stones from a glass house. All my steaks been broadcast all over Memphis, but you've been lying for 40 years. How about that? How about you finally talk about that? You're telling Jacob about himself, and you out here still living a lie. You better keep your little holy admirations to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, Bishop is pissed off. Bishop, he don't like being called a murderer. You about to give up my house? I already lost my church? No. So, Charity brings Huey Shabazz over to the church. Somehow she knew Phil would beat her. And she still got a key. So, now Phil, again, some stuff that don't make sense. Phil been with Bob for 20 years, he said. I thought he said 28 to be exact. His wife Shabazz's wife was Bob's front woman. You know, you mean to tell me that Huey Shabazz don't know who the hell Judy is, or Judy didn't know who he was? That don't make sense. She know all her daddy moves. You know what I'm saying? And Bob is very particular about knowing the background of the people that he around. They would know about Yusef Shabazz and the fact that Phil Dumars don't talk to his daddy. He would know that, okay? But Judy like, who is he? Okay. Anyway, and I don't think that, like, he was the one part I think they think we forgot, or maybe a lot of y'all did. Jody and Phil were engaged to be married before she married Ken. They were engaged to be married. So this is not like it was some hit it and quit it type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he had this awkward relationship with his father, you don't think he would have told her about that? Charity was the first one privy to that information. I just don't buy it. I just don't buy it. I just don't buy it. Anyway, Phil was so pissed off to see him walking there. He's like, I'm calling the popos. I don't know what the Memphis police got on Yusef, Shabazz, Huey. No, I don't know what he got on them, but he got scared. He got scared. Like, you about to call the police on me? You know what I'm saying? He said, I know the statute of limitations ain't ran out on the ass. So Charity's like, no, you will not. She snatched his phone and threw it on the ground. You will not. This man ain't doing nothing but trying to help you. Help him do what, Charity? Help him do what? Like, you trying to get him to what? Get from underneath Bob and Judy? Only for your benefit, Charity. That's the only reason. That's your real intent here. You hoping that if he ain't up under Judy, that he gonna run back into your bosoms that you told him he wasn't gonna never see again. You know what I'm saying? Well, Kerissa still don't know how to stop chastising Jacob every chance you get. She her packet. She say, you know, it took us to break up for you to start being a husband. I was like, what? Yeah, because he was used the word we when he was talking to Zora and her decisions. Now, as far as I can remember, Jacob has always been unified when it came to decisions about their children. He's always been unified on family matters. He would tell you what he wanted, what he expected. You would tell him what to do, and you would brown nose him, and you would rag on him and harass him until he did it. He always did what you wanted to do. So don't act like Jacob ain't never tried to include you in the process. I'm not buying her. Like, but Jacob is at the point of, I ain't even mad at you. He done. He's so done, he don't even give a damn what she say or do. So she finally conceded and said, you could have shared custody too. Look, if I had to join the cast myself and speak on behalf of Jacob Greenleaf, he was going to have shared custody of Jacob Jr. Believe that. There was absolutely no reason at all for him not to have shared custody of his son. None. So they see her off. It's supposed to have been a tearful goodbye. I was like, deuces. Get up out of her. Deuces. That's how I was feeling about her. So Jacob, he turned to Lady May and asked was he still welcome in the house now? And she decided to confess her sins. The bishop said, wait a minute, whoa, this ain't what I meant. She said, I know what you meant. But you and nobody else is about to keep weighing this down on me again. Not even myself. Grace is like, what's about to happen here? She said, you already know, girl. You already know. Damn, I was like, damn, Lady May, you could let Grace know a little bit, but ahead of time, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Then Charity pulled up in the same car that Kerissa just rolled off in. They could have got a different color car or something. It was the exact same cars. Like, they got down to the end of the driveway. Charity hopped in and rolled back up to the house. That's all that was. Anyway, we didn't even get to see Winky in the car. They didn't even show a silhouette of that little boy. Not even a silhouette of him. You're saying, oh my goodness, they just don't give Winky no love. So anyway, Lady May said, well, hold your horses, Charity, shut your mouth, and you know, all your little prayers will be answered, and all your moments in life, your missed moments in life is going to be washed away with one sentence. What's that, Mama? Grace is Lionel's baby. She know, your daddy know, and it don't change nothing. She be still family. Charity and Jacob looking like, what? It was really uneventful. Really uneventful. They could have made it more dramatic. Lady May walked off saying, no, dinner at 7:30. And Jacob and Chris like, that's it. No, Bishop hugged the girls. They really missed a moment there for me. They really missed a moment. Charity should have had all kind of feelings, considering she had always felt overlooked and overshadowed by Grace. But that's all I got is confused faces and silent mouths. Anyway, they had dinner. After dinner, Charity, Jacob, and Grace out there getting drunk, laughing about the situation. At least they now could explain why Grace so light-skinned, Jacob said, Mama is light, but she ain't that light. She actually is, but I know, I understand what y'all was getting at. Y'all was just making light of it. But nobody really cared. You my sister, Grace. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, Grace didn't get the call. And one of the names the Huey Shabazz gave Darius is panning out. And it's Darius on the phone. He called up to tell her. He said, what, so come on over. We need to talk about it. I don't know why we just can't have these conversations on the phone. It just don't make no sense to me. So Grace, drunk self, she gonna head on over to Darius's house. Grace gets his house and it look like it's abandoned. Ain't no lights on or nothing. She knocked on the door. Darius, nothing. Then pretty boy Floyd roll up. We had the high beams on and everything. Hello, Grace. Where's Darius? Oh, I could take you to him. He tried to grab her arm. She shook him off. Like, boy, I done killed my uncle. I'll handle you real quick. You know what I'm saying? Where is Darius? Pretty boy Floyd is like, look her, you just better watch your step. Don't nobody care about a journalist coming up missing. Or squeaky wheels falling off. Just let you know. And then he turned around, walked down the driveway, got back in the car and pulled off. That was the end of the episode, y'all. That was the end of the episode. Rick Fox done got his big ass snatched up by little pretty boy Floyd in a tight Italian suit. That's pretty much it, you know? Pretty much it. That's all I can say about the episode this time. It was a lot of moving parts. That was moving fast, but it just didn't hit for me. Wasn't a bad episode, but I watched it like this. Oh, all right. Yeah, that's how I did. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. Leave your comments in the comment section. Peace.